Just like I'm pretty bad at putting a team together in the mobile game, I might as well just make a terrible review for the anime. Azur Lane, baby, let's go. All right, so kicking things off, the anime is focusing on the protagonist, pretty much our poster girl, Enterprise. Although the only problem is her personality seems a lot more different in the anime compared to the actual game, which is kind of hot, but not really. But it's besides the point. Cause I gotta start things off. This anime is actually kind of bad once you actually play the game. But I mean, to be honest, man, it's one of those animes. Like if you don't actually know anything about the mobile game, it's actually pretty good if you're just watching it like casually. Like, don't expect like a really good story, but it's still pretty enjoyable to watch. So kicking things off, again we focus on Enterprise. She makes like her badass, fucking introduction and shit. Although I do like the song that plays when she actually does come forward. I think it's something called Gray Ghost or some shit like that. Because basically, from what I remember from the actual plot, is basically it's just like the actual mobile game. The enemy are the sirens, but we're focusing on the Eagle Union and the Royal Navy fighting off the fucking German fleet and the fucking Sakara Empire. And so their fucking base gets attacked by the fucking, I think what was it, Kaka and fucking what was the other bitch, a Cunty. So yeah, they end up attacking the base, but fucking Enterprise comes in, saves Unicorn, fucking shoots a bunch of arrows at the fucking Kaka's titties, but somehow the bitch survives. Like, okay, cool. Which that's probably another thing that's kind of wrong with the anime. Like, no one actually fucking dies. But if I'm not mistaken, I think somewhere in the actual mobile game it's explained that they basically keep coming back because of the commander. Don't quote me on that, because again, I'm just going based on memory like a dumbass. So yeah, that pretty much happens. There's really not a lot to say about this anime, only because the fact a lot happens, but it feels like a lot doesn't happen. I mean, some of the fight scenes are pretty cool. Like I did like the battle between Enterprise and Zuikaku, and then also because Breast Girl, fucking Belfast comes in, big fucking nut. But yeah, so like fucking Belfast says Enterprise cheeks, and the Queen Lolly Beth basically sends her on a mission to like, oh hey, find out about Enterprise, see what the fuck's up with her. Just like Belfast trying to convince Enterprise, like, oh yeah, we are human, but Enterprise like, no, we're just meant to fight. Trying to be all edgy and shit. Like, what is this fucking Sasuke from Naruto? Like, fuck, I guess, dude. And I know something in the middle, something happens where fucking a cunty like gets into Enterprise, but Enterprise like fucks her shit up, and then fucking they end up like taking like fucking Ayanani fucking hostage, and then we get like a little wholesome episode, I guess. Although the only noteworthy thing about this anime is probably one particular episode, episode 6, that shower scene. That's about it. That is the only good thing about this entire anime. Oh shit. Nah, just fucking around. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I know towards the end that I guess a cunty's back with some kind of like memories of her fucking sister, a Muggy. And yeah, the sirens end up attacking, and fucking they send like a nuke to like attack one of the bases, but Enterprise like intercepts and stops it. And yeah, they pretty much just save the day. And at the end, like fucking, I guess like the fucking meta version of Enterprise basically telling her like, oh well, there's always gonna be war. Enterprise like, ah, fuck it, we'll deal with it. And yeah, that's pretty much the bad review for this anime. There's a lot. How can I really say this? Because again, there's more that I want to say because how bad it is. But I still feel like there's enough to make it pretty good. Again, it's really only good if you're just watching it casually, like you don't know shit about Azur Lane. Then yeah, it's actually pretty good and pretty fun to watch, especially for episode 6. Yes. But if I have to give this shit a rating, it's definitely more like a fucking 32 out of 69. It's good for a one-time watch, but never really watch it again. Although the one thing I do gotta give it is, again, I think I said this in my nut ratings, but I love the way Hornet sounded in the English dub. Like, oh fuck yeah, big nut. But overall, yeah, that's pretty much it. The animation, that's another tricky thing to talk about, only because the fact some of it's pretty good, but then some of it looks pretty rough. Like, that looks kind of ugly. But I mean, it's still enjoyable, man. Soundtrack's pretty damn good. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta call into work. I gotta tell my boss I can't come in today because my wife who left me. Night.